We get to watch behind the scenes. No, actually, you can't watch this part because I need to get a secret thing. It's a secret. You will never find out my secrets. I know your tricks. You're just trying to get my very important YouTube chat URL so that you can steal my chat. All of my wonderful many thousands of chatters chatting in my chat. But you can't. You cannot, because I hid my secrets away. And now they're hidden. What are you gonna do about that? Nothing. You can't do nothing about that. Well, I really need to put this on the other side because I'm always facing this way. Mic is this way, but I'm facing this way. My mic is supposed to, actually it's a parabolic mic, so I'm actually supposed to be talking to it like this. But I can't do that. You know why? You know why? Because my mic is all the way over here. It's all the way over here. What the fuck? I hit the game. Oh. That sounds like shit. Ba 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 ba. You can watch me crash out in my cool YouTube channel. I gotta invite my one follower. Or else no one will join me. And I'll just be in here all alone. I say, my YouTube go. My YouTube go, please. Excuse me. Can I have YouTube followers, please? How many subscribers do you have? How many subscribers? Well, still haven't added the chat. That's what I came in here to do. Properties. Go in there. I'll go in here. Do that. There we go. Yeah, see, there we go. There we go. See? Come in there, see? Come in shooting, see? See, I can go in here and be like, hello, chat, you are cute. And pop, that's me. That's actually my cat. That's not what I look like. I look like this. A cat looks like that. I got off work today, and here's what happened. Oh, there we go. I'll fix that. There we go. I got off work today, which is good and fun and great. Bah! I'm trying to. I feel like I'm spiking. Bah! I got off work today, and here's what happened. I got off work, and I came and sat down here in my chair where I sit. And I had just an awful day. I mean, it was not that bad, but it was very stressful. My coworker was sick. I mean, they came in, they were just sick, so they were like kind of like I was trying to take the load off of them a little bit, and for the love of God. Okay. So I needed to get my insulin thing. They were sick, so it was very difficult because I was kind of running everything. They had this one guy who was like, my program doesn't work and we can't sell. I'm not going to tell you what we sell because I don't want you to know where I work. But they were like, we can't sell the thing we sell because my program doesn't work, and so we can't build the thing we sell in order to sell them to people. And I said, listen, pal, please describe the nature of your incident, pal, and the business impact and what time it started, buddy. And he said, all right. So then some time passed, and I said, hey, pal, are you still there? And he said, so I went back to my book. And then 10 minutes later, he said, any update? Question mark, question mark, question mark. So I said, could you describe the impact of this incident? And what time it started? And he said, so I made a ticket for him. And I sent it over to the people that fixed the ticket, that fixed the program that he had not working, so that I could go back to my book. And they said, could you please describe the time this started and the impact on business? So I said, you are copied on the mail chain. Please refer to the reporting user. So they said, so I went back to my book. And then they said, could you please describe the time this incident was recorded and the impact? And I said no. And they said, okay, we've assigned it to this person. And that person turned something on and off again. And then they were like, please check. And then I said to the user, please check. And then they said, so I went back to my book. And the support team, they closed the ticket. And the user said nothing. So I thought, we're done. And then 5 hours later, when I'm right at the good part of my book, the user says, any updates? Question mark, question mark, question mark. So I said, support team is reporting that product should be working as advertised. Are you still having the same issue? And they said yes. And I said, hey. And the support team, they said, it looks fine for our end. Can you check again? And the user says, is working now. And I said, great. And I went back to my book. And then somebody in Tennessee decided to drive their big dumb truck into a fiber line somehow. And I got a call from another guy saying, hey, we can't do the thing that we do to sell the thing that we sell because our internet doesn't work. And I said, who do you need? And they said Verizon. And I got Verizon. And Verizon said, you need AT&T. So I got AT&T. And they said to Verizon, it's going to take about 26 hours for us to fix. And I said, fine. And I went back to my book. And that was my day. So at 7:30, the time I planned, I wasn't recording any of that. Fucking... God damn it. Record. So then, by the time I got back to... I finished my day and hadn't eaten anything because I was stuck on a call with a bunch of people. who all said, I need to step away. I should have said, I need to step away. I needed to eat food, and I couldn't get online, so I'm 45 minutes late. But that's okay. I'm here now. And I know that we were all so excited to see me continue our exciting adventure in Terrio. But I started eating my sandwich. And I look on the old YouTube for something to watch. And I find my dear friend Strange Aeons, who I've never met at all. Ooh, she's got a transfer. I didn't even know this. I love that. Good job, Strange. I love her. She's the greatest. I saw that Strange had a new video, and it's about another evil polycule, and that's always fun. And I thought maybe it would be fun for us to watch it together. So what do you think about that, chat? What do you think about that? I think it's a pretty swell idea, if I do say so myself. And I'm going to take a long drink from my Diet Coke to give you a chance to respond, because there's a slight delay in the video. Ooh, evil polycules. I'll take that as an agreement. We're gonna watch a video about evil polycules, and then we'll play Final Fantasy.
And welcome back to another very strange video. One day in April of 2026, a handful of mysterious posters appeared around San Francisco, seemingly overnight. Seeking a new polycule member. We recently had a defector in our polycule and are seeking a new member. A bit about us. Fun-loving, diverse, ragtag bunch of lover people. We love long walks on the beach, in a line or 3-4 formation. Trying new restaurants, we share dishes family style, of course. And watching romantic comedies, chosen by majority vote, while cuddling up on our XL couch.
Zebros said, I speak for everyone, and I say I'm for this. The king has spoken! Flee before his terrible might and welcome this video.
Needs. Must live on site. Rent is $1,570 a month, including utilities. Must commit exclusively to our polycule. Absolutely no sneaky links. Any gender welcome. Must be sexually open to all our members. 5'5" to 5'10" preferred for practical positioning reasons. Apply here.
That's a pretty wide margin. I think that's fair. 5'5" to 5'10". I think that's a fair margin. It's a little sad that it marks it because there's a lot. What about all the 5'11" and 6 foot? What about all of them? They need love. They don't. This is Libros. You can't join this polycule. This is tragic. You are too tall. You need not apply.
You cannot click this link because it is printed paper. You will need to type it into your browser.
Why would you do that? Why would you give them a link instead of a QR code that they could just scan with their... Bop. You can generate a QR code really easily. You can just go and turn that into a QR code. Pop, goes right up. Pop, and then you take a picture. Too tall for this ride, yeah.
Join our polycule. Greg had his mind poisoned by big monogamy and decided to commit to one person for life. Boo! So we are looking for someone to take his place. Must be able to cook a very good meatloaf, even better than Greg's. A generous lover. Greg was very
I don't know how good Greg's meatloaf is. What if Greg's meatloaf was just mediocre? What if you don't have to be that good at making meatloaf? I think I'm up for this. I think I could join this.
Selfish lover, and we are glad he is gone. Loyal. We can offer shared bed in a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath.
I'm not a generous lover. More a lover at all. So, that might be a problem.
In No Valley, $1,570 a month. The love of 6...
Woof! Okay. Mill Valley, huh? Mill Valley, isn't that the town from Back to the Future? No, I think my roommate is from here. No, it's pretty. That's okay, yeah. What are the 3 other bedrooms for? That's what I'm saying. Why do they need a 4-bedroom? Let's look for apartments in Mill Valley. Mill Valley. We need 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. Okay. It's actually kind of hard to find these exact specs. Because most 4 bedrooms is kind of an odd number. Okay. The Gateway. That's in San Francisco. Not Mill Valley. It's a house for rent. 4 beds, 4 baths. Four beds, 4 baths? These guys are rolling. There's a bathroom for every bedroom. What the fuck? I share a bathroom with another person. And it's contentious. But this isn't fair. I deserve this. I deserve better than I get. Okay, let's do a little math. Calculator. Let's do... You can see my paycheck math there. My napkin paycheck math. 18,995 divided by... Wait, didn't they say 3-4 formation? So are there 7 of them? It's actually pretty cheap. Those extra bathrooms come at a premium, it seems. They're asking, what, $1,570, they said?
6 women. Join our polycule. Greg had his mind poisoned by big monogamy and decided to commit to one person for life.
$1,570. So that's, you know, substantial. That's like, that's my entire rent and my car payment. And I won't tell where the margin is. That they're saving by living with this polycule. They have a great situation, it sounds like. I used to live... Bum 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 bum. Okay. What the hell? Okay, no, it's over here. No? Over here? Zebros, help me out here. You know where I used to live. Here's a middle field. Here's a middle field. And... here's central. Middle field. Oh, that's East Middlefield. Right. So this is I'm all turned around. Wistman, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, see, I thought it was right here, Wistman Station. Didn't I used to live in Wistman Station? I can't find Nicholas Drive. I thought I lived right here. Where is Central? Or where is downtown? Where is Castro Street? I don't know. There's Shoreline. Yeah, and there's El Camino. South Bay Freeway. They change everything? They just build everything and change it all different in the... Because if Shoreline's here and California's here, Then there's Calderon. Am I too far in some direction? I think this map is just wrong. They got rid of that street. What? Got rid of it? What's there now? Like a grocery store? But that's where I live. Hold on a second. No, that's my house. Maps. Google Maps. Yeah, let's find. Oh. No! No! Don't worry about that. Wow, that really is easy. I used to talk so much shit about it. Old Mountain View. There it is, Old Mountain View. Back in my day, they called it New Mountain View. Yeah, so there's the, there's the base. The East Middlefield, Evelyn, West Middlefield. That's the base. And I shall be right around. There's Moffat. Oh, I forgot they got rid of. That's why this looks all weird. Castro Street is all. It's all like a walking mall now, right? Yeah. Alright, who can find me the fastest? Who can find my house and send me a bomb the fastest? In Minecraft. YouTube's not gonna like that. Alright, I'm done with this. This bores me.
So we are looking for someone to take his place. Must be able to cook a very good meatloaf, even better than Greg's. A generous lover. Greg was a very selfish lover, and we are glad he is gone. Loyal. We can offer shared bed in a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath in No Valley, $1,570.
Oh, in No Valley? Oh, this changes everything. Hold on, I gotta go back to apartments.com. Yeah, that's in San Francisco. Oh man, this is gonna be $1 million. Are you kidding me? A 4-bedroom house in San Francisco? This is gonna cost so much money. Okay. That's way less than I thought. Actually, you're overpaying. $6,500 a month? Yeah, this is four bedrooms, 2 baths. I really like the floors. I love this place. Does it come furnished? No way. That looks nice. Let's pull the bell back. Our handy dandy calculator. I have been calculated. 6,500 divided by 7. Oh, yeah, they're taking you for a ride. Don't join this polycule. We're overpaying on your rent. In San Francisco. I mean, who ever heard of that? Okay.
Healthcare and other benefits were all on Douglas's plan. What? Apply here. You can't click this link because it is printed paper. You will need to type it into your browser. People immediately started taking photos and posting them to Twitter and Reddit.
If I saw that, I would just go right up to it and go, pop, pop.
Only a few days later, the San Francisco polycule application would be trending #1 on Twitter, and also #2, except #2 was an AI hallucination that this took place in Portland, but it was actually the same thing. I fear I might be slightly responsible for that. But before we get into it, you know exactly what time it is, don't you? Helix Sleep makes premium mattresses and bedding customized to fit your needs and conveniently shipped straight to your door, no matter what kind of... And now, I don't know what that move was. I return you to your regularly scheduled content.
I thought that move was okay.
Apparently a go-to polycule story guy.
That was a good move.
I was absolutely inundated with
requests to be so self-conscious. You're a famous internet person.
On here, and I did. And it's amazing. And the answer to the question, what the hell is this? Absolutely delighted me in ways that I was not ready for. Okay, so as soon as this hit the internet, the speculation about whether it was a joke started.
This is absolutely fake though, right? I mean, there's no chance at all. This is real. This is like, you know, nobody would, this is ridiculous. Even if this polycule did exist, they would realize how ridiculous it was to unironically post these everywhere, and they wouldn't do it unless they were shit posting. So this is just a shit post.
Because it really seems like a joke, but sometimes things that do turn out to be 100% real on this wide and wacky internet of ours.
No, they don't.
Most poly people in the...
No, they don't. Everything... Okay. Here's what I'll tell you. Having been chronically online for a really long time, everything on the internet is fake. Anytime you're on Reddit reading a, you know, bad roommate story or am I the asshole, just keep in mind that every single person on there is making it up for notes, and you don't need to pay attention to them.
The subreddit seemed confident that this was a parody, and a funny one, you know, making fun of every obvious red flag a polycule could possibly have at once. But there was the odd commenter concerned that anti-polyamory people who didn't actually know anything about it might take this and take it as real and be like, oh my god, see, look how messed up polyamory is.
So
the Bay Area Join Our Polycule ad is an extremely funny shit post. I've been seeing this printer paper pamphlet circulate on Twitter, Threads, non-poly related subreddits, and all the usual discursive hell sites. And although I'm still only about 75% on this is an elaborate Tumblr style fake story and 25% on this is just how Bay Area people are, I was howling with laughter either way. At the very least, somebody involved in the creation of this monstrosity is poly, if only because they know precisely what to say to most horrify poly people. This is obviously a shit post. I could certainly see Bay Area polys being this clueless, but they wouldn't write it this way.
I'm in need of some kind of product.
Are you okay with me filling out a polycule application, by the way? I'm filling out an application to join a polycule in San Francisco. Oh. Okay.
My teeth are so nice.
Maybe you can join too. Not gonna lie, I've seen a housing post in the Bay Area
is why I'm not famous.
Not far off from this. Didn't include genetic compatibility, but I'm scared that the group I happen to cross will find this and get ideas. Based on that, I'm going to assume this is a joke for my own sanity. Low-key putting all of your red flags in a pamphlet and letting people know who are chill with them to come to you is based. I came looking for more info about this when I saw it posted in an anti-polyamory Facebook group. Nearly everyone in the group was taken in by it and thought it was real, which is hilarious because it's clearly a joke. Reminds me of the Strange Eons video about the Portland polycule from hell. You don't say. Okay, let's now follow the link to the full polycule application. Apparently it's received over 2,000 responses, so my chances of getting in aren't very good. But I hope they accept me. Welcome, thank you for your interest in joining our polycule. We are very open here and wanted to share a bit about ourselves before we learn a bit about you. For the first time in 3 years,
I feel like if you're posting open applications to join your polycule on street signs in San Francisco, you probably don't have to specify that you're very open.
Polycule to a new member. We recently went through a breakup with an ex-member, and after taking some time to heal, Greg, we are ready to find his replacement. We wish him the best and remain on cordial terms. A bit about us. Fun-loving, diverse, ragtag bunch of lovers.
I don't know, it doesn't really seem like you wish him the best, because in your previous post you said that he was a very selfish lover, which seems like kind of a tacky thing to say publicly if you're chill with them, you know?
We love long walks on the beach. We call ourselves the Norman Polycule, named after our leader Norman. The president position is rotated every 6 to 7 years. Prior polycule experience is not required, but some experience
6 to 7 years
is preferred. Simultaneous long-term partners, 10+ threesomes, or 5+ orgies, etc. Have you had 10+ threesomes or 5+ orgies for this application?
No.
Those are the requirements. So, our members, in no hierarchy.
All right, well, hold on. What the hell is... Oh, 10+... I thought, like, 10+ threesomes is in, like, that's the number of participants. I think they want to have been in 10 or more threesomes. That's a lot of threesomes. Z-Bros, have you been in 10 or more threesomes? I have not. That seems like a lot of threesomes. Not that, I mean, if that's, you know, if you're about that and you have 10 or plus threesome experience, then, like, good on you. I just don't have that much. I mean, I don't know. I've played D&D. I feel like scheduling would be difficult.
Melissa, 24, artist and lover, the spiritual leader of the group, runs tantric meditation sessions for us. Douglas, 25, ex-Morgan Stanley who did some inner healing, now a consultant. Norman, 31, current president, strong but silent type, 9 fingers.
9 fingers?
Deborah, 65, she helps us mature and we keep her young.
To his 10th
the mom
finger?
Of the polycule. Mackenzie, 25, spunky blonde
my
software
mom and my
engineer.
polycule at all.
Bring her to the beach and see what happens. Zaid, 22, the baby of the polycule and the least favorite. Haha, just kidding. That's one of our inside jokes, which you will get to know if you end up joining our polycule.
That's not a very nice joke.
Our home, the top floor of a beautiful Victorian house in No Valley, rent controlled. 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. You will share a bed with one of our lovely members. As the newest member, you can
it must be a beautiful Victorian house. The top floor has 4 bedrooms and 2.5 baths. So how many bedrooms does the bottom floor have? Who lives on the bottom floor? This house must be enormous.
Which member to share with first. We rotate on a monthly basis to avoid any jealousy or playing favorites. Parking. We share 1 car, a comfortable 7-seater. We love going on road trips. Our rules. No playing favorites. Each member must spend, to the best of one's ability and knowledge, equal time with each member. Oh my god, it's just like nuns. No dating outside the polycule. The only exception is when on holiday at Burning Man, at least 3 members must be present when engaging with another individual or polycule. Playtime, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Other special events will be posted on the community board with at least 3 weeks' notice. This means dinner at 6 p.m. and cleanup at 6
I have such delicate Victorian sensibilities. I don't know if I can deal with phrases like playtime, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. From 7 till 9. That's very long.
6:45 and 9:15 p.m. As people grow and change over the years, we acknowledge that our boundaries may as well. We assess and revise our constitution on a bi-yearly basis. Drugs must be shared. Multiple infractions of rules will result in reasonable corporal discipline, voted on and forewarned 3 to 4 days in advance of punishment.
Corporal discipline?
They're harsh, but they're very organized.
They seem pretty organized, but considering the number of people they have to deal with...
We would like to have 3 to 4 kids. We are considering
like
having Melissa breed with Norman or Zaid,
3 to 4
Mackenzie with Douglas, as we believe these would be the genetically optimal combinations. This would likely take place
it's good that they're also eugenicists, as well as being polycule members. Is there a word for participants of a polycule? Polyculites.
The next 1 to 2 years. As you would be a newer addition to the polycule, we would need to get to know you for 2 to 4 years, depending on good behavior, before considering adding you to the gene pool.
See, I don't like phrases like this. I don't like phrases like adding you to the gene pool. I don't know about that one. Ah, the gene pool. We have to decide whether your blood is pure enough before we add you to the gene pool. I don't know. All right, Friedrich Nietzsche.
Would you like to be added to the gene pool?
No, I think you're out of the gene pool too.
Oh wait, I'm so out of the gene pool? Bro, my genes are fucked up. The application.
Wait,
first,
what? She went to the hospital.
No, I think you're out of the gene pool too.
Oh wait, I'm so out of the gene pool? Bro, my genes are fucked.
What? I survived a popped lung. My lung collapsed. My lungs attacked me. That can happen? I know I've heard of a popped lung, but it's always, in the past, I've always heard of it like you stabbed it with like your rib that got broken in some sort of traumatic accident. But did her lung just pop? Oh no, this is gonna be a whole other...
Fucked up. The application. First, there will be a written section linked at the end. After the initial screening, we will invite some of you to advance to trial by jury. The last step is a 2-week live-in trial period where we will test if it is a good fit. Please note, there will be physical compatibility tests at this stage unless you have religious or moral exemptions. This is where you will get to know each member's special move. Final decisions will be made and shared within 3 to 4 weeks of your live-in trial period. Applications are accepted.
I don't think I want to learn anyone's special move.
Please do not think of this as an application.
I'm starting to think that maybe I'm not the target audience for this polycule application.
Prefer to think of it more like the X Factor, but for finding another soulmate. And please do not be offended if you are not selected to move forward at this time. It is challenging to find a good fit for 6 people. April 18th, 2026, 8:07 UTC update. Hi all, adding a little addendum based on some of the concerns we've seen on Twitter about Zaid's place in our polycule. Zaid is really happy, and he wanted to tell you about it in his own words. 3.
Hi guys, this is Zaid. I just want to make this quick video to say that I'm okay and I really love my polycule, and thank you guys for the concern, but I really like my polycule. So, yeah, bye.
It's giving a hostage situation.
I was gonna say that.
Apply below. You may listen to this calming rain noise as you fill out the application.
Oh, that's nice of them to include that. What if it takes me more than 2 hours and 1 second to fill out the application?
My name is Strange Jones. I am 27 years old. Waist in inches. I don't know.
Are you really 27 years old?
LinkedIn.
She's so much younger than me. She knows so much about Tumblr.
Not. What is your special move? If you are under 25 and haven't figured it out, you may skip this.
Am I supposed to have a special move? Do you have a special move? Do you guys have a special move? Nobody told me I was supposed to have one. What do you guys do? What's your special move? Sorry, I had to get up. I'm gonna be sitting down in a second. Still got sick of wearing pants, so we're gonna rectify that. I'm charging this all day. What the fuck? Oh, jeans were a bad choice. Me every day, always. I'm still wearing shorts. My legs hurt.
This question, I'm gonna say lung explosion due to my obvious genetic defects. What talent / skills
That's a pretty good special move
to the polycule?
Is that like in your in a fighting game, like when my gauge fills up, what my special move is? I don't get one.
What talents and skills do you think I could bring to the polycule? Chainmailing. That's true. I'm pretty awesome at making chainmail.
You are? Oh, she's so cool. I wish I was as cool as her.
Chainmail and salad. These are my talents as dictated by my actual partner. What are your hobbies?
I need somebody who's better at salad in my life too.
The options are basketball, yoga, making coffee, AI, video games, painting, and sports. Well, okay, well, number 1 would be making coffee.
Basketball. Basketball and sports.
Of those that I would like to do would probably be painting, and then after that, number 3 would be yoga.
Yoga's not a hobby. You've done that like 5 times.
Those are the only options.
Do you need 3?
Yes, I have to pick 3 out of basketball, yoga, making coffee, AI, video games, painting, and sport. Does male pattern baldness run in your family? If so, what is the expected age of onset?
Yes.
Yes. My dad went bald.
Actually, male pattern baldness typically is passed down from the mother, from my understanding. So, you might be okay.
Around 40? Please select a time.
Please select a time.
That's a good time. What about our polycule?
What time would you select? I always look at the clock at 4:04 p.m. and I chuckle to myself because I'm like, ha ha ha, time not found. Ha 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 ha. That's a...
What most excites you?
Joke.
I mean, so far making coffee, I think, is the only thing on this application that personally resonates with me. I do love to do that. Let's say you're in a quote-unquote conga line. Okay, the quotes around conga line are messing me up. What the fuck does that mean? What number would you choose to be in order with 1 as the front and 7 as the back of the conga line? I don't want to lead the conga line. That's too much work. Are you interested in entering the breeding pool? After the aforementioned...
I'm sorry, is this an actual conga line or is this some sort of euphemism? Is a conga line a thing? Is this like a sex move that I'm not aware of?
Trust period. If so, please provide a brief family medical overview. It's bad. Don't breed me. Anything else you would like to share with us? Okay, submitting.
It's important to let people know as soon as possible that you're Canadian.
Thank you for your interest in our little family. We look forward to welcoming
Otherwise, it's entrapment.
Very soon. If you're sitting there starting to think to yourself that maybe this has gotten just about too silly. Yeah, you're right. This was an elaborate joke. A writer on Substack, Raw and Feral, real name Danielle, came forward claiming responsibility for the posters and the application form, laying out the whole story from her perspective in great detail. Over 2,000 people filled out the application. I'm kind of scared to look through them because it's filled with angry, evil Twitter people, but there's some incredible highlights, including, for the question, what about our polycule most excites you? The most common answer was Deborah, with 74 responses.
I would also be excited about Deborah.
Question. So 74 people independently wrote in that they were the most excited about Deborah. I really think it's about time that older women get the veneration in our society they deserve. The 3 people answered every question with kill yourself, which, to be honest, I find to be a pretty lazy threat. One of them did take the time to select 3 hobbies: video games, painting, and yoga. I think they should do a little more yoga if they're getting this worked up about a little polycule application. I also love that the hobbies were a required selection, forcing them to answer something other than kill yourself. Like, I'm really in charge here. We can make graphs of the results, such as conga line preference, onset of familial baldness when applicable. But what I found really interesting was that this was not a one-off thing. She is an absolutely prolific online mischief maker and describes the Norman polycule as only the 3rd most viral thing she's ever done. Can you, like, introduce yourself?
Oh, she got it in, of course she did.
People find you if they wish to.
I'm Danielle, and I run a Substack called Raw and Feral, where I write about my different schemes and shenanigans. In my full-time work, I run a startup that helps people spend more time outside exploring and touching grass.
Why a polycule?
I don't like that startup at all.
About
I feel attacked.
Of a polycule.
I liked that it seemed this combination of like a dating doc, a job application, and a roommate application all in one, because it is this sort of like, you know, dual like living situation, but you're also dating everyone and you also have to like apply in. So I just thought like the smorgasbord of just combining all these into one was funny.
Just every horrible experience at once. Everything that could possibly stress you out. You described your polycule as evil. Have you known real people who are like that or like too close to that for comfort?
I wouldn't say that I like know that personally. I mean, the real reason I call it evil was because there's like elements of eugenics in like describing how they're gonna like breed them.
There was one Reddit comment that made me laugh so hard that was like, I can't wait for the Strange Eons video about the San Francisco eugenics polycule, and I was like, yep. I guess I'm predictable.
Well, I'm glad I wasn't the only one who was put off by that.
Flyers?
I kind of just like the brute force and like humanness of flyers. You're not subject to the whims of like algorithms. I could put something out there and people are going to see it. I feel like it adds like a level of like curiosity too, because it's like, who cared enough to like create this, print it, put it out? Like it must mean something to someone.
And I think there's also the added intrigue of like, I share a proximity to this person. Like someone in my neighborhood or at least my city did this. What do you think makes a good, I guess, joke? Hoax, like whatever it is that you would call this brand of online mischief, like what do you need to pull it off well?
People tend to call, you know, these sort of like schemes like pranks. I feel like pranks have a connotation of being at the expense of someone. I don't find that funny. I don't find that like something that I want to do. I feel like it's just about creating like moments of delight for people. I never create
people's time you wasted
going viral. It's mostly just, oh, this is funny, and then other people find it funny and I'm like, oh, that's cool. But I've been thinking about deconstructing that and like, what is it that makes this go viral? I think for this, the element of people not knowing if it was real or not was really huge. I guess there like some level of participation as well. I pretty frequently do like events, so stuff that is kind of like a silly event that people can come to and participate in, and I think people really like that. For like this application, the fact that you could like apply, I think they want to kind of feel like part of this like weird little world that's created.
I mean, I guess the only really answer to the question of why you do this is like just because it's funny, just because it's entertaining, right?
I mean, like from my background, like I grew up in the Bay Area. It's very focused on like everything's a means to an end. Everything's get into college, have a good career, climb the corporate ladder, and then die. Everything is always like a means to an end.
And then die.
How do you like turn this into accomplishment you can put on your resume? So I think doing things that are mischievous, where like the whole purpose is to enjoy the creation, is something that I really enjoy because it's so antithetical to the culture that I grew up in. So I think like mischief is very indicative of that, beyond something that's just silly, because it's like maybe even to a point I wouldn't want to.
I also grew up in the Bay Area, and I do not think mischief was antithetical to the upbringing, the situation that I grew up in at all. I think mischief was very much featured, commonly in large amounts and often at the expense of my future.
Yeah, I don't know. But I don't know, it just feels very like joyful in that sense. I love like encouraging other people to do it because I think it just like adds more like zest and whimsy into the everyday.
What is the origin of special move? Because that also just took me and so many others out.
One of my friends has like a stalker, and he hooked up with the stalker like once that subsequently led to the stalking. He kept referring to my friend's like special move in like these texts he would send like off all these burner numbers. And we were like, what is a special move, right? So we like kind of asked him, we like learned what his special move was. And then we all started talking like, do you have a special move? Like, does everybody have a special move? And we kind of like were talking about it, and people would either be like, yes, obviously I have a special move, or like, what are you talking about? That's insane. And we kind of like, as we were discussing this, most people over 25 like had a special move. I think when you hear it, you kind of have an understanding of what that means.
Yeah, it like, now I never thought of it before, but now that I think of it, I'm like, it must not be that uncommon to have a special move, but to call it that is like somehow a step too far into the realm of absurdity.
The thing only took me like 2 hours to write. I was just kind of like brain dumping.
It just kind of like vomited out of your brain. Do you have any idea where any of those ideas came from? Like, I know the special move thing was kind of from reality. Is there anything else like that in it that has kind of unexpected like origins in reality?
Yeah, so I mean, all the polycule members are made up except for Mackenzie, which is like it's a real description of my friend Mackenzie.
Yeah. Is that the one that's like take her to the beach and see what happens?
Yeah.
What happens?
Texts, that were like asking her, are you in a polycule? Because even though it doesn't have her last name, I mean, how many blonde software engineers named Mackenzie are there, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
so many people texted her, including
hundreds of thousands, probably would be my guess. A lot.
Like her old roommate, and she was like, I think if I was dating 7 people you would know
in San Francisco,
including a 65-year-old mom named Deborah. Like, what's with the Zayd video?
This is like after it started getting some traction on Twitter, and I was just asking all my friends, like, okay, if you look like you could be named Zayd and you're like down, like, let's do this. And one of my friends was down, and we just filmed it literally like on the roof in the middle of my friend's party. So then one of my friends started doing like shadow puppets, and then I was like trying to get him to like blink in Morse code.
It looks like he is a hostage.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, want him to look like kind of scared and also like kind of cutesy.
Yeah.
So people like kind of feel bad. And then people in the comments were like, anybody notice he's blinking SOS? which I thought was, I was like, I'm glad you noticed.
I didn't notice that. Now that's something I can include.
Well, that's hard for me. I actually always blink SOS just naturally.
I just feel like kind of bad because I thought it was obviously a joke, and I didn't want to like offend anybody. But I was surprised by the number of like earnest applicants. Like there was like a few dozen people that definitely took it seriously.
How can you be sure that they definitely took it seriously?
I mean, I can't know for sure.
How do they know? How do you know that they didn't just next level you and actually they're gonna post a video like, I tricked this girl who tricked 6 million people to think that I actually wanted to be in her polycule? And tangentially as well, there were people who wanted to be in this polycule. I don't know. I'm not a polycule person. I'm not a polycule goer. I don't have experience with this, but I will say that based off of that polycule's description, if I wasn't like a rich pansexual Nazi, I don't feel like I would want to be in this polycule.
If they fill it up very earnestly and nothing in there seems to be a joke, or like silly or ironic or like over the top, then I'm pretty sure that they're being earnest. I've been emailing all of them and asking if they would like to all be connected together.
Oh, that's actually really cute.
No, do that. I mean, do that and then like, put it on the internet.
Like actually forms out of this. That would be awesome.
I hope they're all serious and they form a beautiful polycule after this. So I was so caught up in the whimsy and the mischief that I completely forgot this video needed an outro. And yes, I should have asked her what she meant by conga line.
Yeah,
but
what did you mean by conga line?
So there are still some mysteries in this world. And that's
oh my god, are there comments?
Don't you think? I'm very tired.
I mean, this is 7 hours old, so probably I need to know.
Thank you for watching, and good night, my strangelings.
What conga line means. Well, that's Strange Aeons. That's a fun. I love her channel. She is so funny and just good-natured, and she has this vibe of sort of 2010s like wholesome, you know, internet. Back when Tumblr was really big, and before it got to be just a horrible, cursed mess. She makes a lot of videos about like old school Tumblr stuff. Her video on DashCon is really good. She does a lot of like in-depth like investigating that I feel like a lot of the other videos on DashCon do not get into, and simultaneously because of that, kind of, I mean, all right, here's the thing about Strange is that I will say that I'm gonna say Strange Aeons because it feels weird calling them Strange, even though I'm sure that's not even her first name, probably. But I'm not on a first name basis with this person. I don't know this person. I'm not gonna project my parasocial relationship onto you. You can make your own parasocial relationship with Strange. I'm not a parasocial polyamorous person. I'm not para-polyamorous. But the thing about Strange Aeons that I appreciate, but I also think can be a little... maybe one of her weak points is that she, when interviewing people, and I think this is out of a, effort to be, very pleasant to somebody who's been kind enough to sit down with an interview with you, she practices a degree of charitable thinking that I think is sometimes maybe like I don't know. In her DashCon video, I feel like she was very much ready to just take everything they said at kind of face value, which isn't to say that she didn't do her own research, but just to say that like that sort of felt like the spirit in which the narrative kind of developed on its own. And I felt like she could have been more critical of something that, ended up kind of being a huge mess. But it also seems like, I don't know. I need to rewatch that video, honestly, if I'm going to be, like, getting too into, like, getting too into like the specifics of it. But I think that's a really refreshing attitude to have on YouTube, is somebody who is like, you know, actually generally good natured. And he's like, a lot of people I watch, a lot of the channels I really enjoy do, like, it seems like these days kind of, you know, operate off of like a hate mill. You know, it's like, even if it's all like views of people I like and views that I agree with, it's just like everything is so like, everything is like showing, you know, pointing the focus to somebody you disagree with and saying like, look at them, what a stupid asshole, what a dumb person for thinking that, ha 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 ha. And that's the comedy of it, which I appreciate. I mean, obviously, I like that. I think it's funny. But if that's all you watch all the time, it turns you into a hateful person and you become a hater. And I am a big hater. And sometimes I like to remember that, you know, not everything is hate-worthy. So shout out to Strange. She is so good and great, and I wish her all the best. And I hope she does good. And I'm so glad she came out with a new video. Now, let's just hope Jenny Nicholson hurries the fuck up. I say that Jenny Nicholson came out with a video like a month ago, and it was like 2 hours long. And I still was like, well, this isn't the, like, I wanted an actual one. Like, this is like a mini Jenny Nicholson video. This is not a real Jenny Nicholson video. This isn't 4 hours long. I don't have to watch this in shifts or all at once over the course of an entire day. And you see the sun rise and set in the time that it takes you to finish the video. That's Jenny Nicholson's video. That's an H Bomber Guy video. If H Bomber Guy comes out with a 20-minute video, I'm like, just fucking call me when you really come out with a video. If fucking Strange Aeons comes out with a 20-minute video, I'm like, yay, Strange Aeons uploaded again. If X Speed level 3 came out with a 20-minute video, I would... Oh, it did, right here. Bad DM... Oh, I actually love these. Should we watch Bad DM advice? I mean, this feels like too meta. I, like, already felt pretty meta watching the Strange Aeons video because... Like, you're literally watching somebody react to something. I mean, it's not like we're sitting here watch Moist Critical watch something, but that's not that far off. So I feel like once you're like, this is bad DM advice, is this... okay. We're also all over the map today on... who would find this video interesting? If you're really into Final Fantasy and Tumblr and D&D, first of all, DM me. We should be friends in real life. And do at least 2 of those things together. 2 out of the 3. Any of them. But yeah, that's the target demographic of this video, I think, at this point. So let's get it going. Or we could go hard left into Nissan Skyline sounds. I mean... Is it gonna make the sound when it goes? That's the sound. Okay. This is a short though, so it doesn't count. Okay, there's... Okay, hold on. Whoa! Whoa, okay. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god, I'm glad I picked on it. What the fuck is wrong with that guy? There were like cyclists on that road. What the fuck? Did you see that? Fucking what? Look at him! And he like almost skids up here! Again, these people are like... there are people standing there, but they're filming him, so I have to imagine they're like... doing it on purpose. Like, they volunteered to stand there. These cyclists, I don't think, are involved. This isn't even the noises I want. Why are you waiting until, like, there's... Okay, this is like a car show. Oh, that's the sound. That's the sound. This is a car show. This is when it's a company. The other ones are just, like, in the middle of situations that are, like, not good to rev your engine in. This one, at the car show, they get the sound. Yeah. Anyway. Ah, you see, this is now... Oh. Report of the week. Are we nearing the end? This is clickbait, right? Like, this is stupid if I click on it. Report of the week isn't stopping. That would be that would be an actual tragedy. If this guy stopped uploading, this guy has been uploading for, like, how long? Let's see. The videos. Oldest. Look at him! He's a baby! Oh my god, 15 years ago. Yeah, so basically from the time I was, 18, my entire adult life, this guy's been uploading. If this guy stopped uploading, that would actually be tragic.
Hello everyone, this is Energy Crisis. Right now we're going to be doing a study regarding energy drinks. We're going to be trying all the main brands and even some smaller ones like Red Bull, Monster, Rockstar, 5 Hour Energy. And I'll be rating them on 3 categories. Price.
It looks like you took Report of the Week from today, you took Review Bruh from today, and, shrunk him, and that's why his suit is big.
Durability and taste. Today we're doing 5 Hour Energy in pomegranate form. Previously I have done 5 Hour Energy
flavors of 5 Hour Energy
flavor.
What?
Which didn't taste the best.
I thought 5 Hour Energy was a one-stop shop. I didn't know you could get different flavors.
It's a relatively small bottle, pretty small.
I could kind of go for an energy drink.
Size is 1.93 fluid ounces, and the main ingredients are
getting pretty into
acid and
White Monster.
Caffeine. Now, the packaging is small. It's got energetic colors, and the serving size is relatively small. Could fill this glass twice. So let me try it. I have not tried this one before, so.
I guess I could just turn YouTube down also. It would be the smarter thing to do.
The first thing I'm noticing now, it's like a purple color, even though the orange one was pink.
Well, that's pomegranate.
Doesn't smell as bad as the orange
Pomegranates
one.
are a different fruit.
It's good. Looks pretty good. It almost has the color is almost sinking to the bottom. Wow.
It's probably like a bunch of sediment, and so you're supposed to swallow that. You're not supposed to open it and pour it into a glass.
Bad. Let's take a taste.
You're also supposed to drink the whole thing at once, I'm pretty sure. Like in one.
And to be honest, it's not bad.
At least that's what I did.
I'd have to say no bad aftertaste. I'm actually gonna have to. Not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
This beat the orange one by far. I'll be honest. The orange one left this really crappy aftertaste.
How many videos?
Now, I'd have to acknowledge
it only has
that
1.4 million views.
are different, but I'm just saying, for me...
So, yeah, that was 15 years ago.
It tasted like...
Let's do by popular. His most popular is... I react to mean comments that only has 10 million views, which is obviously a lot, but I thought this guy was more famous than this. I thought this guy was, ubiquitous. Everyone knew who this is. Here, I'm gonna do a little test. We're talking about predatory car loans. No, I'm sending this guy to my sister. If she's heard of him, if she's heard of Review Bruh, then he's famous. No, Steven knows who he is. I should probably stop using people's real name. But, you know. Also, as a litmus test, we'll ask my other chronically online friend. She's the control. I know she knows who Review Bra is. She must. I don't like calling him that. I never got the bruh. Like, I never got that, I never got the, posture of it, I guess. What do you call that? It's just bad form. I don't know. I can't say bruh naturally. It just doesn't come naturally. I've never felt chill enough to say bruh in my life. Okay, she has heard of him. She has heard of him. My friend has, so I knew that, but she said she mostly knows about him from the meme, which is kind of surprising. You know, my disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is ruined. But anyway, that's not what we came here to watch. Is Report of the Week ending? That is the question.
I'll admit, with these sorts of videos, I do enjoy my wordplay when it comes down to the titles. I do have some fun with that. This is a question that I've actually been asking myself lately. I've been asking myself this. People have asked me this. I wouldn't even be surprised if I've asked this before myself. Even in videos like this, I may very well have a couple years back. You're going to see why I'm thinking about this, though, right now. And I think it is a question worth asking. As far as fast food holds, especially in North America, what even does the future hold for it? Where is all of this even going? What are we even going to be looking at, say, in 10 years from now?
I was a fool to think. I was a fool to even consider that Review of the Week would be ending. No, of course, he is talking about the end of the fast food industry as a whole. The fast food industry itself will die before Report of the Week dies. And that is the honest to God truth.
And what got me asking this was, periodically I'll do this, I was looking at the recent reviews that I had done, and it usually just starts with a casual thought, and then if I find it interesting, I'll explore it more. And I was looking at the recent reviews, and a thought occurred to me. I thought, the last couple of items that I've reviewed were really bad, weren't they? Casual thought. So then I thought, well, how bad exactly was it? Like,
yeah, I feel like he also could just kind of be a hater.
Because sometimes I could exaggerate things in my mind. You know, I'll think back to something, I'll think, oh, this was so bad. And then I'll actually rewatch the video, and I'll realize, wait a minute.
McDonald's is at Denny prices now. What is even the point anymore? Well, okay, so here's the one thing I'll say about McDonald's. And if you use their app, you could still get a pretty good value for your money at McDonald's. Because you can get the deals on the app. You get rewards points. And you get like deals where it's like add, you know, an extra large fry if you order a drink of any size. Like, that's a really good deal. A drink is like $1 and the large fry is like $5 now. So you can get an okay deal at McDonald's, but you really have to use their app. Wendy's still has reasonably good prices. Burger King is all but dead, which sucks. Burger King was my favorite when I was growing up, and I know that makes me like, I know that is very trash. That is a trash opinion, and I'm aware of this. But that's just what my mom would take me to on the way home from school. That's where it went. So, you know. My friend texted me back about this guy. I guess she didn't know what he did. She was like, oh, he's like a munch squad. But an actual review. What's a munch squad? Is that a thing? Is that a channel? Is that a thing? Thought of a pretty bad joke to make about that. Not like that distasteful, just bad, like not funny. But also a little distasteful.
In my mind, though, I certainly had there's more potency to it. And I started looking through the latest reviews that I did. And
Okay, I know. Sorry, I keep stopping it. Another thing I really appreciate about Report of the Week is this guy. I remember watching his videos like 10 years ago, I want to say, and he was like homeless, like, you know, not like on the street necessarily, but I think living out of his car and sort of couch surfing, and he has like a little, you know, setup going. He's got the place to film, he's got the globe, he's got the very stereotypical sign that has different streets from New York on it. So I'm just so happy to see that he has come so far, and he was like made videos about how he's kind of struggling, and like, I don't know, a lot of them are kind of funny, a lot of them almost smacked of like terminally online kind of like lol cow, but I don't, the audience never really took it that way. The audience has always been very in support and like you know, they want to see him do well. They're not like trolling him, trying to make his life worse. And I also think that it might have been a joke. Like he might have been making his life like make it seem like it's like sort of silly and more out of hand than it is, but anyway, I'm just glad to see he's come so far. Literally as well. I mean, in terms of inches. What's Bam Bam? It's from Bam Bam. I don't know what that is. Am I the uninformed one now? It's been a grip since I've turned in, but Munch Squad is a pie. The podcast cataloging the latest. It's been a grip? Is this an expression? A grip. A lot. A large amount of any particular item, example, time, money, or female ass. Originator with the hustlers counting their cash with how much would fit between your thumb and index finger grip. I mean, a lot of cash could fit between my thumb and index finger. Yeah, my friend responded, it's been a grip since I've tuned in, but Munch Squad is a podcast. Okay. And also never heard of the term a grip before. Okay, it's from... Oh, okay. I'm sorry that I didn't know the... Apparently, I'm not up on all of the my brother and me. Bam bam. Do people call it bam bam? Like when you say it out loud? Because that's kind of hard to say. I always say my brother. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm having a hard time saying it. There's one thing that has been documented really well thus far on this YouTube channel. It has been my inability to pronounce words, which is unfortunate, seeing as how pronouncing words is pretty much my entire job at this point. Bam bam. Bam bam? Did I say bam bam? Bam bam? Bam bam? Bam bam? Ba-bum. Ba-bum-bum. I'm trying like, how would you pronounce ba-bum? No, that's too esoteric. It reminds me of, there's this character in The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the radio show, where Marvin the Paranoid Android is stuck on a planet. It's like a swamp planet, and it's just inhabited by mattresses, and they flubber. That's what they are described as doing. They're flubbering. And when they go up to talk to him, he's like, they flubber and lollop. And when they go up to talk to him, he's like, what are you doing here? So that's what it feels like trying to pronounce that acronym. So that's where I'm at. I had not heard of this either, a grip. So that's interesting. I like how simple and clean Urban Dictionary's UI is. They don't need to be fancy. And you can get a mug.
I decided, what the heck, I've got some time, so I started noting down the scores. And then I realized, really quick, no.
Yeah, I just realized that there's no easy way for you to tell me whether, like, how to pronounce it.
And to be honest, it was actually worse than I even imagined it being. Taco Bell's crispy chicken crunch wrap slider got a 0 out of 10. 0, nothing. Do you know how often I give a 0 out of 10? Almost never. McDonald's Hunter X meal. Okay.
I didn't like that. I had that. I didn't like it. I thought the sauce was weird. I didn't like the purple sauce.
Better. This got a 7.5 out of 10. But here's the catch. No one cared. A big release.
Here's the catch.
Like
no one cared.
Collaboration with a movie. It's McDonald's, right? And no one cared. That's a concerning sign. Concerning sign in the world of fast food. Well, let's continue. These are just 2 videos, so is there a trend? Not quite. Wendy's updated spicy chicken sandwich. A 2 out of 10, and a personal disappointment to me, because I was always a fan of their spicy chicken sandwich. They lauded this as a big upgrade and an improvement to it. I try it out, and it is a massive downgrade, and that one hit hard, to me personally, because that was a favorite item of mine. It used to be really good. They took a good thing, and in the name of progress, ruined it. 2 out of 10 that got again. Then we go back to Taco Bell. Their Diablo Dusted Nuggets. 0.3 out of 10. Then Chick-fil-A. released their Jalapeno Ranch Club Sandwich. Didn't get a bad score, but interestingly, for a place like Chick-fil-A, which is known for its extremely, extremely high quality releases, this was actually of slightly lower quality. Not much, but there was a little bit of slippage in a place that's usually maintaining the standards and has a very high bar. Now that could be one-off, who's to say, but you're starting to see this isn't cherry-picked.
Where are we with this? What have we decided whether or not...
After the next.
We decided whether or not Taiwan is...
That released, most recently when I tried, their Star Wars.
I read the word Taiwan on this thing here. Have we decided whether or not
really bad and got
fast food is dead?
Scores just as low as some of the ones that you've seen here. One of the biggest issues, though, that people had with the Star Wars...
Yeah, I think fast food is probably going to continue becoming more expensive, just like everything else. Okay, my friend says it's Mabimbam. So I'm glad we've sorted that out. By the way, this is how you would, if you were going to type to somebody, how to pronounce that for future reference. I can't, can I not paste in here? Paste. That's how you would type that. In case you need to explain to somebody else without making any noise how to pronounce my brother and me acronym. I'm trying to put the little chat window back on the thing so I can see. And what are we at? Why don't we take a break? I'm gonna step away for a few minutes and get something to eat, like a snack bar. Maybe make coffee. And then I'll come back and we will play Final Fantasy finally. Family of Old School podcast. Yeah, I know who my brother and me are. I have not a regular viewer, but I am aware of them. But yes, I just remembered that I didn't ever put my like be right back card together. So enjoy my chair. I have to make sure what's on camera. I'm gonna change pants, so I'm doing this. Now what's on camera? Yeah, perfect. No, mamma mia, here I go again. My, how could I forget you? Mamma mia, I wanna show again. My, just how much I miss you. Control. Da 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 bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Wow wow, mamma mia, here I go again. My, how could I resist you? Mamma mia, will I show again? My, just how much I missed you. You'll be broken right from the day we started. My, how could I let you go? Mamma mia, did I ever know? I could never let you go. Is this copyright infringement? Am I allowed to sing ABBA badly while I apply moisturizer? Or is YouTube gonna kick me off for that also? I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna let the fact that I don't know most of the words stop me either. So if you thought that was gonna happen, you're dead wrong. Just wanna look at you go Mamma mia, here I go again. How could I resist you? Mamma mia, will I show again? My, just how much I missed you. Ooh, be broken hearted right from the day we started. I know I could never let you go, Mamma mia. But I didn't show my, would I ever let you go? Where I go again, my, how could I resist you, Mamma mia? Will I show again, my, just how much I missed you? It will be broken hearted, oh, since the day we started. I never let you go. I think I remembered more words as I was singing. The singing helped me remember, so. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what she says. That's what she says. That is the only ABBA song. Oh, if you change your mind, I'll be first in line. Honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. If you need me, let me know and I'll be around. If you got no place to go, if you're feeling down, when you're all alone, when the pretty birds have flown, honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. I'll do my very best to be your one. You put me to the test if you let me try. Take a chance on me. Ba 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 do do. Still free. Take a chance on me. Maybe let me know when I'll be around. You got no place to go if you're feeling down. Alright. I got my coffee. I got my cereal bar. Come back out here. Lunch can begin. Feeling down. Alright. Oh fuck, I was gonna get water too. Oh my goodness. My friend just messaged me. He's been like sort of MIA. So, yeah. I'm gonna send him my, go on my channel, Jesus Christ. He's on my stream. So he can join the fun. He probably won't. I was gonna get water too. I promise. I will be back. And we will play Final Fantasy someday. Ah. I got another cereal bar too. Yeah, this is the thing I want. All right. Okay. Thank you for your patience. I do apply my creams and salves that I use to keep myself young. I don't know if you guys noticed, we're doing kind of a mask off day today. This is what I normally look like in my natural goblin form. I mean, I'm pretty much a goblin no matter what I do, but I don't normally wear like an A-line party dress while I'm being a goblin. Oh, monthly games. What the monthly games? Wow. 9 souls. This looks kind of fun. Sure, I'll add that to library, sure. I mean, I'm not gonna play EA Sports FC 26, but why not? That's a $70 game. It's also right there. I haven't eaten like anything today. I had some bread, peanut butter, like 2 p.m. And then ate half a sandwich. And then it was honestly a whole sandwich, but there was one piece of sourdough bread that was just big, so I cut it in half. And that around like 7. It's so good. Okay. FFXIV. Done. Trail. MSQ. What's the last thing that happened? Oh yeah. Cyber Samurai edition. TM. No, too long. I'm not gonna bother making it smaller for that. And then I gotta change the YouTube one also. Oh god. Damn it. I have to. It's gonna make the whole thing flicker. See, that's the thing about Zins. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna go. Not gonna go advertising for any, condoning the use of any nicotine products, but I don't like Zins, and it's because they're not satisfying. Wait. Did you know two of the 3 guys from My Brother and Me started Polygon? That's crazy. I didn't know that. All right, we're turning this on Do Not Disturb though, because once I actually start a game, it's. I cannot get 500,000 gajillion notifications every second. Okay. FFXIV. Dawntrail. MSQ. CyberSamurai. Edition. TM. I play game. Okay. Now, hey, stop advertising cigarettes to minors. Don't do that. You're gonna get me banned on YouTube. It's the only thing I have left. Probably, I guess, put the title of the game FFXIV. Okay. Fuck, I was gonna take my pills too. Anytime I do anything ever, I can't. And that's what being 30 is like. Uh-oh. Good. Foot. Little piece of... You only smoke Lucky Strikes TM, huh? Well, that's because Lucky Strikes are the only cigarette with a cool, refreshing taste that leaves you wanting more every time. Yeah, we're playing Banned from YouTube Speedrun Edition. Lucky Strikes sponsor me.
I'll sell cigarettes to kill children.
Come now.
For money.
No cause for panic.
Would you sell cigarettes to children for money? I forgot how fucking cool we look. Forgot our vacant robot expression. And the texture's really nice. Look at that. Alright, what do you want? If Gulujo is outside the tower, we need to find him as quickly as possible. Even if he is used to getting around on his own, the wilds are still no place for a child. I know, it's so shiny. It is very shiny. Continue reviewing the data. The three of us should devote ourselves to... Blah, blah, blah. Alright, let's head to the base of the tower. Go plan. When we do this, we'll queue for my roulette so that... Oh, you know what? I was going to turn the volume down because it's kind of loud before. And I was looking it over. Guess we'll see when something actually happens. Yeah, that's, I think, where we want it. You know what? I'll just do it as a... I'll just do it as Samurai. She wants me to go all the way out there. I didn't get the true view one, really? Maybe I'll get the rest later. Hey, I get the same outfit as you. Mine's cooler. Alright, this is actually what I've been waiting for. Yeah. I don't have the black and gold one though. Actually, I really want that one actually. Should get that one. This thing looks like it's going very slowly, but it's much faster than I can run. Wait. How did you get here? Hang on a minute. East, up there. Up here. That was looking at me funny. I don't think she's seen the boy. Yes, I'm Wu Clement, vow of resolve of Tuliolol. And I've journeyed here to bring my brother Zerulja to account for murdering our people and our father. When all is said and done, Galulja may want nothing to do with me. Nonetheless, I always consider him family and will always be there for him. I just want him to know that. It tears you apart what you must do. The quiver in your voice tells the tale. Galulja is headed south. There's a place as close to a home as he knows. Find him and bear your heart to him. Should he in turn bear his heart to you, accept his wishes. And accept his wishes? As Queen's Fiend respected our... Should he in turn bear his heart to you, accept and respect his wishes, as Queen's Fiend respected ours when she granted us this place in the... I will, don't worry. Okay, good. But, what do you mean when you say Savine respected your wishes? Out of concern for our well-being, Her Majesty urged us to reside inside the Everkeep. When we declined, not only did she gracefully accept our decision, she granted us necessary supplies to make our home here. Oh, I see. And since then, she has paid us regular visits to see how we fare. Thanks for telling me about Galulja. I'll find him, and then we'll have a good talk. No, right now you won't. Ooh, Balsar's wall, okay. It's been a long time. I'm getting kind of sleepy, folks. Spent too much time ranting about YouTube. I'm gonna do like one dungeon. What are you gonna do? Aim orb now. Aim to orb. Oh, I have this guy as a mount. It's okay, I got you. Oh my god, I'm doing so bad, just like always. You know, this always happens, and then I'm always so surprised when it happens. Like, I didn't magically get good at this game. What the fuck? Again, 20 elegant tomes from repair. Oh, this is a first timer? You got a first timer. Nice. First time. I feel really bad. I feel like I'm ruining this person's first time through the story with my anachronistic costume. Wait, hold on. They can't just... Oh, maybe. Maybe the white mage, I guess? I was gonna say, because I thought it was the other samurai, because they were a sprout, but they're a samurai, which means they have to have done at least some of Stormblood, I thought. Maybe, no, maybe not. That's funny if they aren't and just are a samurai for Stormblood, because that's exactly what I did, because I knew it was like the Japan expansion, so that's when I leveled my samurai, and that's when I was like, oh, this is the best DPS, or at least the best melee DPS that I played. Wow, this is like the fucking hallway that never ends. Jesus. Can we do this instead of have a boss? I guess the best thing I can do is build, spend that, get that, get that, get that, and then build. Now we're cooking with portals. No. Pum 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 pum. Ah! It was a trap! Those guys were pretending to be our guys, but they're not. They're the evil bad guys. No! The evil bad guys. They're gonna get us again. Call me a bitch asshole. No, you. You should have been here earlier. We were just watching YouTube and stuff. Now we're playing the icky, scary game. It's much more fun to watch other people react to a YouTube video. You know how much you like that.
How'd you like this?
How'd you like this? Boy, I forgot this guy's voice line. This is the first time. I'll tell you, limb from limb. This is the first time you get somebody's. I think first time you get somebody have like voice lines in a dungeon that you're fighting. Oh no, you do at the end of Heaven's Word. I'll shoot to pieces. Yeah.
I have you now.
Oh no.
How'd you like this? Yeah!
No more. Oh god, my Higginbana has been off this guy for like ages. The other samurai's probably like, what the fuck are you doing? Ba 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 ba. What do you think, Chad? Do we keep going? I'm getting kind of sleepy. I kind of want to read my book. What is beat the game? Like, what degree of completion? How much of the game do I have to beat in order to have beaten the game? RE8876. If you want to contend for that top chatter crown, you're gonna have to do better than that. I'm just kidding. He's long gone. Cutscenes start over again. It's alright, these ones I can go. Hey yo, blah, 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 blah. Kinda miss Stormblood. You see, now my volume is low. A little higher. Micro. Only for me. Too much already. Yeah. There. What over there? No, what the hell? I feel like my volume is fluctuating wildly. Oh well. I'm louder than the... Oh, forgive me, I didn't know you were blind. No offense taken. Blah, blah, blah. I'm the valve resolve. That sounds like Sphene, alright. You just met her. And she's a robot, and she's a traitor. There's some high quality coffee drinking noises. Well, thanks for telling me about Galilja. I'll find him. We'll have a chat. We'll continue south. Yeah, that all sounds good. Okay, so this town looks like it's a town from these people. Their place, like before, from the before 4 times. So my guess is we're gonna learn more about their lore and what happened with them and what their deal is. So that sounds pretty interesting, but I think, honestly, puts us at a solid 2.5 hours. I think I'm gonna just about call it there for the night, gang. But thanks for coming and stopping by and talking and watching a video and talking some more and all sorts of stuff and all that. And I hope you guys have a real good day. I wish you all the joy in the world and all the best of luck on your future endeavors.